I woke up at 4 a.m. to screaming from my son's room, but when I walked inside, I instantly started coughing. My 15-year-old Jacob was smoking cigarettes and loudly gaming with his buddies. I didn't even know he smoked, so I crossed the room with my breath held and unplugged his PlayStation. "You're going to bed. We'll talk about the smoking tomorrow." But he turned to me with these manic eyes and screamed, "Give me back my PlayStation." He put his cigarette out on my arm, and I immediately backed up as it burned. "Okay, we're seriously having a talk." I walked out of his room and locked him in for the night while he screamed, "You'll regret this." Next morning, I was waiting downstairs to talk, but Jacob stormed down with a stack of papers and dropped them on the table. "I'm suing you. I want emancipation and $5,000 in legal damages." My stomach twisted as I picked up the papers, and when I looked up, he was lighting a cigarette. "That's right. I don't want you to be my dad anymore." He blew the smoke at my face and walked out. That evening, Jacob yelled at me from his room, "Dad, I need $200 to hire a lawyer for the court." I laughed because I still didn't think he was serious, but that night I woke up to something rustling in my room. My eyes shot open, and I saw Jacob going through my wallet. My heart shattered seeing my own son stealing from me, but I just pretended to be asleep, then slid my phone over and pressed record. He tiptoed out with all $300 from my wallet, but I had the evidence. 2 weeks later, I stood in court as Jacob Fake cried on the stand that I'm abusive and he's scared of me. I don't want him to be my dad, and I want $5,000 for emotional damages. He pointed at me like I was an animal. My hands shook, and I pulled out the video of him stealing my money, but he began screaming before the judge could even look at it. "See? He records me without my consent. That's the abuse I'm talking about." My stomach sank as the judge looked at Jacob. "You believe you can care for yourself?" Jacob smirked. "Better than that faker ever could." I felt my whole body go cold because those words hurt so much, but that's when the judge smiled at me. "In that case, emancipation granted." He banged his gavel, and Jacob immediately jumped out of his seat, cheering and throwing both middle fingers in my face. But then the judge kept talking. "This means, Jacob, that from today, you pay your own rent, food, and legally follow every rule your father gives you since he's now your landlord. Your first $1,000 rent payment is due in a month." My son's arms dropped mid-celebration. "Wait, I don't have any money." But the judge shrugged. "Fail to pay, and you'll be arrested. This is what you wanted." Jacob's face went pale. "No, I don't want to go to jail. Can I reverse the decision?" The judge simply shook his head. I walked up to Jacob and put my hand on his shoulder. "If I see you light just one cigarette, I'm kicking you out. I expect rent on the first." I walked out while he sobbed in the courtroom and lit up my own cigarette to mock him.